This is our 10th broadcast, Facebook Live.
Is it really?
Yay. Woo.
It's our 10th live.
Anyway, we're going to talk about cognitive dissonance and Columbus Day today. Y'all stay tuned. Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be a good one. Yeah. Let's see, can y'all see everybody? Hey, everybody. There's the queen. Oh, shucks. Who's watching? What's up, Tia? What's up, Demetria? All right. Dum, 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 theme music.
They're trying to get it. Need y'all to get crunk over here. We're gonna do microphone check. You know I can't talk.
Can I sit on the floor?
Do the episode before.
Hey, y'all gotta forgive us. We've been under the weather too. It's all good though. Today is gonna be that day.
I'm so comfortable. That's my
I see. Make sure y'all leave comments and all that kind of stuff. Alright. You ready? Uno, dos, tres. Hey, welcome to the It's About Time show. I am your co-host, Chuck Beard, and my other illustrious co-host, the Queen, aka Miss Nicole.
my hair today since I got
And you know, she's been a little under the weather. I've been a little under the weather. Sorry for last week. We weren't able to do the broadcast last week. We apologize about that. Some things came up at the last minute, and y'all know how that goes. Anyway, this evening we have, well, hopefully the noble Anton Birch is on the way. He said he was.
late. He on CP time.
Yes, negritos. You know how we do. Negritos. That is my nigga of the week. But we got Miss Felicia Cotton with us.
The birthday girl.
Yeah.
Happy
No, she's not the birthday girl.
I'm
Felicia's
sorry,
August. Yeah. Felicia's not the birthday girl.
I'm excited.
Don't believe everything you hear.
The topic of the
But
day.
we do have the birthday girl who is my girl from Nashville, Miss LaShonda Fuller. So you know, y'all make sure
That's the birthday girl.
that's
I'm
the
sorry.
birthday girl. Yeah, her birthday was on Thursday. She turned years old. I'm not getting beat up. I just want y'all to know that.
I'm all right. Okay.
All that being said, today we got a couple of few things that we're gonna talk about. Y'all ever heard the term cognitive dissonance?
What you talking about?
We're going to talk about that later. Y'all stay tuned. All right. So, first and foremost, if you've never watched the show, you never listened to us, you never tuned in, I'm about to go into the what the fuck Chuck.
Oh, hell.
Basically, I always find crazy stuff on the internet, and I got to bring it to y'all, right?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
We're ready.
So, I saw an article that talked about the orgasm-inducing alarm clock.
What?
The orgasm-inducing alarm clock. Of course, it's only for women. It don't work for men. But
Okay, wait a minute. Rewind. The orgasm-inducing alarm clock.
yeah.
So-
Like, I'm gonna show y'all the picture. Everybody here, I'm gonna show y'all the
my
picture.
goodness, and we got a picture.
Basically, it's like
the
a.
front door.
It's like a little stem that I guess sits on the clitoris, and then it's a little clock part that's like kind of a square, like you stick it down in your panties or whatever, and it has a timer on it. And they say you set it to wake up for 7 o'clock in the morning. At 7 o'clock, it starts buzzing, and you either stop
I
it.
didn't do
Until you either stop it or you know.
Wait a minute.
No way.
Yeah.
So do you stick that? Okay, y'all can't see this. Y'all need to see this shit. Like for real. But do you stick that part up in you?
No, it's not in you. It's just like kind of.
You just laying on it?
Yeah, it's like laying on it.
How comfortable is that?
I don't know. It doesn't, to me, it don't look very comfortable. They have another one though. There's more than one company that makes these things. The other one is kind of like an egg shape, but I don't know if y'all. Okay, see, I'm finna let go of my level of freakiness. I don't know if y'all ever seen the vibrating panties. On the vibrating panties, they got that little egg shaped thing that sits on the front, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, it goes around the clitoris area, and then it has this one. That one has an alarm clock on the front of that one. Wow. So. Yeah, like when.
So you just leave it up in you and.
Well, no, like okay, if you got the right kind of panties, it's a little pouch.
Oh.
And it sits in. It's kind of a little sleeve.
Does it say the length of
This I don't know. The other one is not that big. It's only about like maybe a couple inches long, or maybe 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches wide, something like that.
Wow,
and it's kind of
really?
like a teardrop shape. Yeah, really.
Okay.
Really. So
The
now,
think about
ladies. If you all do not like waking up in the morning, especially on Monday mornings, y'all can get the orgasm-inducing alarm clock so you can wake up on the right side of the bed every morning.
I don't know about that.
Really?
But now let's think about it.
Okay, so y'all need to look this shit up.
Hold on. Rashonda said the clit o'clock is what it's
The clit
there's
o'clock.
a video where an old lady burned herself with it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know how old it is. Rashonda, tell us how old it is. Because if she was 80, she didn't have
How
no
you
business
gonna
with the
burn
clit
yourself
o'clock.
with this? You must have been the plug-in or the battery.
Right, there's a shortage or something in it.
Yeah, the battery had to something. That wasn't right. I'm suing somebody. I'm getting burned.
For
Like,
real.
like.
What would that look like to get
Oh,
burned?
Lord Jesus.
No.
You couldn't.
No.
That would
Well,
be.
maybe she overheated.
That's cool.
Think about it. It's not. He said, "But that thing can only go so long. It might overheat."
That's true.
Or the panties.
She
They
didn't
could've
hit
caused
snooze in time or something. I
Right.
don't know.
Like the thing must stop till you take it off. The underwear may not have been the right pair. She had a true hot crotch. She had a true hot crotch. All right.
Man, hey, Rashonda said she was real old.
Oh.
Yeah, your old ass. Yeah, you probably don't
she
even.
was trying some things.
She probably don't even lubricate properly no more.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
it might
It was
be.
dry down there, so
Yeah.
See,
friction.
See.
I smell smoke. That's me.
I can't pay attention right now.
I'm sitting
Take
there
my
pants
pants all down.
Oh
cooking no fish last night.
man. Who burned the tilapia?
No way. That's crazy. That's awful.
Rashonda said she might have peed on it accidentally.
Hey.
That's
Do
what
not get wet.
What kind of
Do
smell
not
was
immerse
that,
your
man?
water.
Yeah, you got burning flesh and pee. And
No.
boiling pee.
Oh, that's awful.
No.
Okay, so
All right.
therefore, I won't be trying no damn click clocks.
Click clocking don't stop.
Ooh. Man, I'm waiting for the male version to come out.
What? No. Where and how? Just please explain to me.
Look, I can't say. Whatever they come up with,
No,
it's
don't
worth a-
say it.
It's worth a try.
Look.
It's worth a try. That's all I can say. Why not? I want the male version of the click clock, the bigger clock.
I think it's
Anyway,
wow.
that is the What the Fuck Chuck.
What
So,
the fuck?
ladies, whenever y'all are ready to wake up on the right side of the bed every morning,
Go get you a click clock.
get you a click clock, your orgasm-inducing alarm clock. That's gonna be the highlight of your
Make sure you check
day.
the warranties and the manufacturer and
Yeah.
the batteries.
the batteries, and make sure you check out the fine print, because we don't want no situation.
Man, please read the
Don't
instructions.
say it's about time show. They
Recommended.
recommend it.
Put that disclosure out there. This is not a recommendation.
Please do not try this at home.
We are not endorsing these products, I promise you. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Queen segment. Are you ready?
I guess I'm always ready.
Okay, she was born ready.
I'm ready, dude.
This is the segment we call Give It To 'Em Queen.
Oh,
Give it to him, Queen.
Queen, she not giving too much today because she sounds a little like a little frog. So I'm gonna talk about two things today, and both of them are kind of presidential or whatever. But the first thing I want to talk about is tomorrow is Columbus Day. How excited are you? No,
You don't have to go to work.
exactly.
I gotta go to work.
You gotta go to work.
I gotta go to work.
I don't have to go to work, but tomorrow my off day. So
Yeah, mine's PTO.
So, well, I wanted to talk about Columbus Day, and I wanted to open up some eyes because I don't think a lot of people realize, I left my pen somewhere, but realize what exactly this holiday is. So just to give a little history, Columbus Day is a legal holiday. It commemorates the discovery of the New World, which is America, by Christopher Columbus in 1492. It is observed by most states on the second Monday of October. Okay, it was unofficially celebrated in some cities and states as early as the 18th century, but did not become federal holiday until 1937. And most of us have learned that, you know, Christopher Columbus was the guy to discover America. When you were in school, that's what you learned. At any given possible time, they would teach you that is what Christopher Columbus did, but he didn't. And if you are upset about learning that in school and realizing that he didn't, I suggest that you do your research, because it is pretty amazing how this even became a holiday. He basically took 4 trips from Spain across the Atlantic, and he did this in 1492, 1493, 1498, and 1502. However, he never set foot on North America's soil. What he did do was he basically changed American history. He brought in diseases, he brought in plants and animals and different exotic things, and technology and culture as well, between the people of the old world, where he was coming from, and the new world in these 4 trips. Like, for example, the old world would get chocolate and luxury things, luxury items, you know, as trade items and things like that. This is the old world, sugar cane, and, you know, things that were of high profit. The new world would get things like wheat and the bubonic plague and the chicken pox and malaria and the measles and so on and so forth. And also bullets and machetes and guns, and it was very brutal what he brought over to the new world. And he also, by doing this, he was trying to eliminate the people that were already there so he could take over. One of the things that he did was he would steal people their gold. He would steal their gold from them.
Yep.
And he would make it his life's mission pretty much to steal as much gold as he could. He would force natives to continually bring him gold. When someone brought him gold, he gave them a little pendant to wear around their neck. And that represented the person was exempted from bringing him more gold for the time being. That was just for a little while, basically. But he would the pendant would eventually expire, and if the people didn't bring him gold, he would cut off their hands. I mean, this was something he would hunt natives down as a sport, basically. Mm-hmm. So to let you know, the first human beings to discover America were the nomadic tribes who crossed over the land bridge in Bering Strait from Asia into Alaska, which their ancestors were the ones that settled the continent. And for Columbus, he went up and down the coast and stuff, but he never went to North America, which you guys need to really see, because if you're celebrating Columbus Day as a person who discovered America, that's a total lie.
You're celebrating some bullshit.
It's a total lie.
let me jump in here, okay? And I'm sorry to cut you off because I know you got the good information. But if you read a book called They Came Before Columbus, we had to read this when I was in college, my freshman year. They Came Before Columbus is a book that describes the trade route that was started from North Africa or Northwest Africa to North America. Also to South America, and then to all the island nations and all that stuff in between. So basically, there had been trade routes established for hundreds of years before Columbus even got a ship sanctioned to go from. And then the other thing about it is Columbus had a navigator that was a Moor, who was a black dude or the African dude.
African guy.
And his African Moorish navigator was the one that showed him how to get to the quote-unquote new land.
Yep, you're right.
And then the whole thing about them being called Indians, because the motherfucker thought he got to the wrong place.
Yep. I mean, even the people that admired this man, they even thought he was ruthless and self-centered and racist.
Yeah.
They knew he was this type of person, but he had so much power. They felt like they had no choice but to admire him or whatever.
Man.
So you might ask, how did this become a holiday?
Because, okay, anytime that you want to rewrite a narrative and you want to distort history to skew it in your own favor, i.e. what the Caucasians did, to make it seem like they conquered and discovered the world, you start stories like this. I mean, because it ain't no way you can discover something and people are already there.
Right.
We the first people here, except for the people that was here before us. That don't make no sense. That means you weren't first.
Right.
I mean,
so it officially became, it was in 1792 in New York. That was the first recording of a celebration of Columbus Day, and it was to honor Italian American heritage and to mark the October 12, 1492 as the day that Columbus the ships they made landfall on the Caribbean islands of the Caribbean Sea.
And to make it worse, he basically started genocide and kicked off a civil war on the island that he landed on.
Right.
Yep.
Man, that bullshit. Okay, go ahead.
So, I mean, I'm just saying all of this to say you need to open up your eyes and see what you're really celebrating. Some of the states already throughout the years have already made this holiday as a protest to them. Like some places have changed the name for the holiday, like Berkeley, California. They replaced the name with Indigenous People Day.
Thank you, Berkeley, California.
In 1992 to honor the original people of the Caribbean islands, where he made landfall. In 1989, South Dakota started calling the holiday Native American Day.
Thank you, South Dakota.
And American.
Hey, y'all keep on fighting against that pipeline. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And this should reflect on that too.
Yeah.
Alabama celebrates a combination of Columbus Day and American Indian Heritage Day. Hawaii calls it Discover Day.
They riding the fence in Alabama.
Right.
We trying to make everybody. No, go on, say what it is. But you know what the problem is? Why they are so hesitant to change the name of the day? Because they would have to admit to distorting history. And saying, "Oh, we've been falsifying and lying to y'all about history."
Right.
And okay, I'm not to get too deep into today's topic, but that's what we're gonna go into with the topic. But
Right.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, you're absolutely right, and I mean, this is. I just feel like a lot of people. I was talking with someone today, and we were saying that a lot of people are sheep, and this is something that we were taught true enough. But you have to really look into it to see why exactly are you celebrating this day, and you know, judge for yourself as you may. But facts are facts, and you know, if you really want to look at it, Columbus was not the man that discovered America.
No.
And the way that he came to America was not in a very good way.
No.
So if that's something that you want to celebrate, I would think twice about my character, because that's a little crazy. And it's sad that that's how America has been built and has been made on. But this day should not be celebrated in that fact. I don't think at all. I also just wanted to really quickly say that Election Day is coming up really, really soon. I want to say you have until the 11th, October 11th, to register to vote.
Yeah. Or change your location.
Is that by mail to register by mail? It has to be posted by mail. If you would like to register to vote, if you don't know how, you have tomorrow to call someone. You can call your local library. You can call your local city officials. You know anyone they can call?
I know you can call your, what is the voters registration on Amacola?
The voter registration. I'm sure you can call your local state department and ask them. Your church should know some information about that, because I'm sure a lot of churches will be having polls there and things like that. So please go out and register to vote, so that when the time is to vote, you can go out and make that happen. That's pretty much all I wanted to say today, because I sound like today.
It's okay. We both over here snotty. We both over here real snotty. And everybody on Facebook Live, I know y'all saw him come in, and you know, on the podcast y'all might have heard him come in. But the Noble himself has arrived. The Noble Anton Birch, aka the Candy Man, is now with us. So y'all welcome him to the show.
Sorry I'm late, people. Daddy duties. Daddy duties.
Take care of family though.
Daddy duties.
And he is now going to give us my nigga of the week.
What up, party people? It's your boy, AGB, with my nigga of the week. Like I say every week, for those who don't know, I choose a person or people that exemplify or just stand out during the week. This week, my nigga of the week is probably going to shock a lot of people, and I know I'm going to shock somebody. But it's none other than my own co-host, Mr. Chuck Beard. The reason why, and I've been thinking about it, is all the progressive movement and all the involvement he's been doing in the community, especially with the Black Caucus, to get these black people their minds right. You'll be all right. You know, just doing something positive and just trying to keep the movement going, man, for all these black folks in the struggle, and just trying to educate these people out here, especially on this upcoming election that's about to go down. So with that being said, my nigga of the week is none other than Chuck Beard.
Do I get a trophy?
You get a yellow sticky of appreciation. How about that? Yeah, with a fish on it. Yeah.
I had to pick my beard out. I didn't do nothing else. But no, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I mean, I just, you know, I feel like life is too short to waste it on doing stuff that doesn't matter. I mean, at a certain point, you got to start waking up and being about more than just yourself. So, I mean, you know, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
You got it, Mom.
I'm trying.
That's what's up, my nigga.
Ooh, I need a hug.
I didn't mean to make it emotional. I'm
Nah, I'm really just playing. But with that being said, that's gonna wrap up the first segment of the show. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Do not go anywhere. We're about to get into the topic of cognitive dissonance. If you don't know what that word or those two words mean combined, please stay tuned because it's something that affects us each and every day of our lives. Yeah. So, that being said, y'all hold on, and we're going to be right back. Let's get some music for the people to listen to.
Man, y'all done gave y'all affluenza, whatever the hell.
You sick.
Man, hell yeah, I got up this morning, man, before I went to church, and I was like, man, no, this cannot be happening. Y'all got the damn cooties over here.
Man, we do good.
And I was dressed nice and warm last night. I was like, what's going on? I bet.
No. Yes. We're not doing that. I know it. I'm taking my tie to get my hair warm. Take it out early. Take it early. My shot tonight.
I didn't think I would leave here to describe the day. Oh, it's a little damn seed contained.
You know we tell extra do like Julius Fish.
Woo. Hey, y'all hold on. We finna get back in it. All right. Yeah, nice little fade out right there. Dad said he was coming through. Oh man, dang, hold on. I cut the music off too soon. We got people coming and shit. We're gonna do another. Actually, I like this song. Actually, no, let's do Debauchery. Here we go. Debauchery.
So the depth down shows us the height up. And so now it becomes very dangerous.
Y'all feel we on the first break. Alright. You gotta get in close to the I just came to you. Hang out. Alright, we'll hang right there. Man, Thad just pulled up. Oh, yeah, Thad that season. Thad get there and come. Bring the niggas in the car. Alright. Woo! Ghost. He's a ghost? No! I see dead people. Alright. Let's get back into it. We got 7 people hanging on. Where did everybody else go? Alright. Let's see. Alright. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, welcome back to the It's About Time show. I am your co-host, Chuck Beard, and right now we're gonna get into the topic that we're gonna discuss for the evening. It's actually called cognitive dissonance. If y'all have ever heard of the words cognitive dissonance, let me know. You can put it down on the Facebook page while you're listening.
Get you some Super Bowl ring for you talk.
And we also got another 2 visitors with us right now.
Got a full house today.
And we got Dwayne Robinson with us. And we also have Mr. Thaddeus Lamar Robinson. That ain't even his middle name. I just made one up. But no, we have Thad Robinson and we got Dwayne with us today.
No relation.
But yeah, they are not no relation. But they are not related. And
We Indians.
we're talking about cognitive dissonance, right? We're talking about cognitive dissonance. And the definition of cognitive dissonance says it is the mental stress or discomfort experienced by an individual who holds two or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values at the same time. This person performs an action that is contradictory to one or more of their beliefs, ideas, or values, or is confronted by new information that conflicts with existing beliefs, ideas, or values, right? And thinking about cognitive dissonance, it spreads across damn near everything that you could think of, right? Which includes like what you see going on with the police nowadays, what you see going on with black people nowadays, how we define success, what you see happening in society, what happens in religion, and what's even happening tomorrow with it being Columbus Day. Because we've been taught to believe that Columbus discovered America when we just talked about it was already people here. He didn't discover America. So we got two conflicting beliefs. But we still celebrate Columbus Day because people don't want to get rid of the history and the things that have gone along with
That was my
what we've been
question.
taught.
Like, why, like, and it's like the racism thing, and it's like I was saying to somebody else, it's the racism thing is like a religion. You try to tell me, I grew up going to church. I grew up believing in God. It wasn't a question. Do you want to go to church? Do you believe in? Do you want to believe in God, or do you want to believe? If that wasn't a question, so by repetitionally making me go every single day, that is something that I know, and that is something that I truly believe. Right. Of course, I do question it, but that is something that I truly believe. So, like somebody come to me and telling me there is no God and there is no Jesus, that's lies to me. So it's the same thing almost to a point where when you got this racism thing, people living since they was in the womb, since they was little, to been taught to look away when a black person comes. Hold your purse when a black person comes. Walk the other direction. Walk a little faster when somebody walking behind you.
Walk with your head down.
Let's look at it like this. Like what we see going on today, i.e. Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Philando Castile, what was the little boy that got shot in the park?
In Ohio.
Yeah, in Ohio. I forgot his name. Anyway, what happens when these cases go to court? Rodney King. When these cases go to court, what happens is you see the argument that the black man in particular is a demon. You know, we get demonized, we get villainized, and basically the color of our skin is what makes us a criminal. Yeah. Right? And then the flip side of that, what we're seeing and dealing with right now, is the fact that with these police officers, because he wears a badge, he's a good person automatically. Right. Yeah, he's got to be right. He can't be lying. He can't be not telling it. When we see in plain sight, we got the hands up in the air, not doing anything wrong. My car broke down. I called AAA. Y'all showed up before AAA did. Now I'm dead. How the hell did this happen? Oh, he was a demon. No, you murdered a man in cold blood and want to act like you didn't. Act like we didn't see what we really saw. And then on top of that, you want to say this man, oh, he's a bad dude. But he got his hands in the air complying with everything that the officer said.
But it goes back to where that fear comes from.
Exactly.
They've been raised on this fear.
Exactly.
So how you going to tell this man not to fear a black man when they've been raised on this shit? How you going to tell a 5-year-old there is no Santa Claus when I see this motherfucker in the mall every year? How you going to tell them this shit?
It goes back farther than that because we were talking about it, some brothers from church, we were talking about how in the Bible the king wanted to wipe out all the Israelites.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want the Israelites to get wise and learn exactly what they were trying to do. So I mean, it goes back then.
Yeah.
So
Man,
Yeah, it goes
see,
way
you
back.
said something right there, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
finna.
But this thing
Go
is
ahead.
funny
and
how
that's what's going on.
how you kind of throwing it that way, because politics is a definition.
Oh my God, these Trump supporters! Oh my.
Politics is a definition of cognitive
Demons.
dissonance.
Yep.
I mean, it's a
I'm
definition.
wound up today.
Man, I've been itching to talk about this, man. We got a whole lot more we gonna do with it, but go ahead, Wayne. What you gonna say?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, just
You lied.
that's another story for another day.
And you know,
What's that? No, it's a story for
But
today.
now,
I mean, cause think about it, man. You got Donald Trump has made racist statements. Oh, that wasn't no racist statement.
Right.
yeah.
What? How the hell
Yeah.
did that not?
Or he say something and come back, oh, I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
I didn't say that. And then we watched that in the vice presidential debates. Oh, I didn't say that. But now you got two conflicting beliefs. And then what people do is say, oh no,
He didn't mean it that way.
yeah, he didn't.
He didn't mean
He
it that
taking
way.
it all
He said it.
wrong.
Right.
you mean what you say.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
And you know he was
Exactly.
drunk, so he more definitely meant what he
He
said.
was on that truth serum.
Man.
And see, I'm trying to be good because I saw Rosewood today, so it just,
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah, I watched it all.
That
I'm
brotherhood
gonna get
mode.
me a shotgun, kill all
Well,
the
I guess
whites
I'm not
I
even
see.
surprised at, the attitude of Trump. I mean, there's
I mean, who, you're right.
speak your mind.
At this
If that's what's
point,
on your heart,
Then
then that's
he's
what it is.
being
But
him.
what
But I
gets
think what
me
most
is
people is like,
the millions and millions of people
yeah.
who see it, who hear it, ingest it, and they have no problem with it.
Yeah, because
Right.
see, but they've been around.
You know,
He's
stand
giving
up.
them that voice to come out, so now they're coming out.
White supremacy.
When you challenging the status quo, it's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, what they mad for? Well, I mean,
You're right.
my whole thing is now, I guess I was watching the program, and they was talking about discussing politics at work. It was actually talking about one of the sports teams. They introduced politics into the locker room. And what it ended up doing was the people who you call your homies, your teammates, the people you ride and die for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a common goal in that locker room. All of a sudden, you agree with what he or she said. Now all of a sudden, your teammate, your ride or die brother, they looking at you like, oh yeah, that's how you feel.
Oh, yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then it just turns into,
Another divide.
it's divisive. It is. So I mean, it's just one of them kind of things. It doesn't.
It's bringing out the real in people. Because I've had to defriend a good friend of mine from the military and got into a spat with me and some of my compadres about a
Yeah.
couple months ago.
But see,
You know?
just because it's real don't mean that it's honest.
Huh? We,
Just because when you say you're bringing out the real in people.
oh, no. It's bringing out the real feelings. That's what I mean.
It's how you
And
really
it just
feel.
showed me how, okay,
So you looking at them like,
But-
oh
yeah.
yeah.
right.
Okay.
You know, but we serve the
Listen.
same country, but you want to get all into this, and you've never been on my side of the track, so you don't know what it feels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then he would try to reach out and say what's going on.
I mean, but
Quickly
even,
ignore
but even with that, like, okay, since we're talking about cognitive dissonance, we know the whole chant "Make America Great Again" is a
Right.
cold language. When they put the real language out there with the dude running in what was it, Cleveland and Polk County, where they said "Make America White Again,"
Right.
that's what it is. When we say the truth, y'all would rather listen to the lie.
Lie, yeah.
Y'all would
Yeah.
rather lie to
Wait
us.
a minute, you're
than
not supposed
really
to
tell us
say
the
that
truth.
for real.
Yeah,
You're not supposed
this
to
is
let
what
it come
you
out your
mean.
mouth.
But this is not what we. This ain't
No.
what we really supposed to be saying.
Well,
Even though that's what you mean, we
Right.
know what the fuck you mean.
It's
You
not
know?
Right.
politically
Oh,
correct. It's not politically correct.
Man,
You're
and
not
then,
supposed to call a fat person fat. You're not supposed to call somebody ugly. You're not supposed to call a spade a spade.
but
You're
what
not
was
supposed
this
to call
in
a
the
racist a
70s and
racist.
80s when we were growing up?
True.
Because that wasn't even an issue. Political correctness
Was not even a...
It wasn't
Man.
even a thought.
Go back and watch Archie Bunker.
Go back and watch Sanford and Son.
That's
Yeah.
right. I was watching that. I was like, wow.
I mean, and it was humorous to us. I
Yeah.
mean, but now people are all up in their feelings. Oh, you don't call me that, man. You be alright.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you forgot something. Deuce and Hamilton.
Yeah.
They
They
I mean, there's a lot of shows.
General Lee.
with the Confederate flag.
Put the flag on it.
Shoot, the most
And we love that show.
Wasn't a brother in Hampton County for how long was
But
that?
every time there was a brother on Hampton County, he was a damn robber working for Boss Hall.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
He was on the run from somewhere out of Atlanta.
Right.
Which
Andy
one?
Griffith.
Andy Griffith with the
Hey,
worst.
that was a classic.
Wasn't the brother Mayberry?
No, it wasn't no brothers in Mayberry.
Mount Pilot?
No. What was the one? Happy Days?
It was one in jail one
Nah,
time.
it was one of Happy Days.
When? That
Playing
wasn't been the
football
last.
against,
Yeah, he did play football. Happy Days.
Oh, every now and then he show up in the malt
They
shop.
had the token.
every 3 or 4 months.
They had the token, bro.
Man, okay.
The football stuff.
Let's get back on topic here. We gonna kind of switch it up from racism a little bit because you know, like that affects us, and
Yeah. That's difficult.
the cognitive dissonance. You know, basically when you've been lied to and you know you lied to, but you still, you know, want to live the lie. In terms of success, growing up, we were told you do good in school, you go to college, you come out, you get a good job.
And that was determined to be a lie.
Exactly. Yeah, but people
How long did it take us to figure that out?
Man,
It was determined that was a lie.
Right.
man. And now the government is still pushing that same thing, right? So, I mean, I guess my question is, to get people past the bullshit in terms of success, what do we do? What do we say? I mean, because you don't want to, because college is good. College does give you more information, more knowledge, gives you certain skills, and then it prepares you for certain things. But college don't guarantee you a job. Like, what do we say to people that want to be successful now? Like, how do we deal with that?
I mean,
How do we stop lying? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Trump was the prime example. He never went to college.
Man, no, he did. He went to college. Yeah, he graduated from Wharton, the best business school in the country. He learned how to swindle the shit out of people and get away with it.
Well,
But what he
He
did
know
was
how to
still
handle his
learning
own
though.
Right.
If they, I mean, it's the thing of seeing what you want to pursue. And actually, don't go by what someone tell you, but research it yourself. And people, I hate to say, a lot of us don't read, don't have time.
Yeah.
They have their reasons for not doing that thing, and that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to go out and truly go back old school, pick up a
Because
book,
it's a
look it
comfort
up, and
zone.
find it. It is.
It's a comfort zone to know what I know, what I've been told, and it's been working this long.
Mhm.
So
Why change it?
if it's a lie, so be it. Then whatever. Then I'm gonna keep on moving. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. You can't tell me nothing. It's a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
really
mean,
is.
but that's the whole problem. I mean, we got okay. And once something is determined to be a lie, we got to figure out how to break out of that lie and start living the truth.
Right.
But see, but that's when they have that fear come in.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't like to mention that because a lot of us don't like change.
And that fear is
Or,
real.
like, well, it's working for me now. So
Yeah,
if I
it's right
jump
now.
here, something that I know is true, but I don't know how this is going to affect me, I'm not going to take that chance. I'm good. This works for me. I'm not hurting nobody doing what I do and believing the way I believe. And I think that's really what hurts a lot of us. We're just scared to take that extra jump to go towards the truth. Because that still will require something from us.
Yeah,
The fear is so real. that-
Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fear would stop anybody in their tracks.
man. But see, okay, and then T.I. said this. I don't know if y'all caught it in the song. T.I. said, it's one of his songs, I can't think of what song it is, but he said, fear and faith can't exist in the same place. So, I mean, and then, okay, I know I talk about this a lot. We live right now in a fear-based culture. We
They
get
run
pumped
by fear.
fear
Yeah.
into us,
Yeah.
i.e. the reason why racism exists, the reason why all this stuff is going on, the reason why black men are demonized. We get pumped fear on a constant basis. Turn on the news, it's always somebody dying, always something bad happening. People scared to go outside. The hurricanes coming. All kind of stuff. We get pumped fear on a consistent basis. How do we go from fear to faith? How do we get the culture to change and start shifting? I mean, it's the conversation that we gotta have if we as a people, not just black people, people
in general,
want to break out of these shells. I mean, because what reason do I have to walk out of my house in fear? Anything. I mean, and then like if you were a person of faith, how many times does the Bible say, "Do not fear"? Or God says, "I will not leave you nor forsake you."
Right.
Think that
That's exactly what we do.
it conditions to
Training.
fear.
That's that
You know,
perspective.
that's why it tests your faith for you to get closer and to understand that the only person you should fear is God.
You sipping your tea.
Just say,
Man, no, you're right though.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're just been conditioned, and it's sad that people
Yeah.
have this fear. You know, just like I run into it at work. If somebody looks some certain way, I got one coworker. Oh, are you gonna look at it? Me being me, I snap because I'm just like, why are you worried about them, man? They ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're assuming that this person is like that. Oh man, it takes all I can not to just get real because I just want to curse them out. Get your button back.
Yeah, I mean, and then, okay, as black people, just talking to the negritos in the room, we are also taught to fear black people. We're taught to fear white people.
Yeah.
How do we, as a people, start rewriting our own narrative so that we no longer walk in this fear anymore? Like, what do we have to say? I mean, because, you know, we've been taught that we're less than from day one. We've been taught that we're ugly from day one.
Yep.
We've been taught that we are worthless from day one. We've been taught that we're criminals from day one.
Light
We have
skin,
all
dark
these
skin.
things.
Everything you're touching on is bringing you back to the Willie Lynch level.
Yeah.
Man.
Everything you're discussing is in the Willie Lynch level.
Yeah.
And I wish people would,
Everything.
all of us that have not read it need to read it.
Yes.
And then it'll make you think about ourselves and how we're conditioned and how we're
This
taught that
Willie
hate.
Lynch letter was published, was public, was in libraries, was studied. This is why we keep bringing it up, because it's not just something that was out there. It's not just something that was thrown in the magazine, not just thrown in the newspaper. This was something that was given out to people, just like the Bible. You still got people nowadays giving out Bibles. You got people giving out books. So this was something that was the same thing back then, and this was something that people studied. And so,
But see, one of my close friends tried to say that was brought out to be that letter was a myth. I said, dude, how can
it
you
don't
say
matter
that's a
whether
myth?
it was a myth or
But if
not.
you read about it, you read that letter.
People
and you think about
studied
it.
it.
When it was issued.
I mean,
It was issued. It didn't matter if it was a myth, if it was real, if
Ain't
it
no
was
myth.
fake.
I mean, it was studied. I'm like, dude, that ain't no myth.
Yeah.
You think about everything that's in that letter and think about and look at your present surroundings and how people think, especially us black folk. I mean, it's true. The man did a superb job and knew what the hell. Okay, I'm not going to get
I
it.
mean,
But you got people that won't read the Willie
Right,
Lynch
yeah,
letter
exactly.
because
they
it
fear.
forces them
It's
to face
that
a
fear.
reality
It
that
faces-
they've not, either they don't
But see,
want to.
forces
that's that
It's-
cognitive dissonance.
Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly what
exactly
we're talking about.
As the old saying goes, truth hurts, man. You got to just face your fears and look at it and just
Yeah.
face
It
it
makes
head
you
on.
feel a certain
That
kind of
might
way.
be the
It
best
makes
thing
you
ever. You can't handle the truth.
rethink what you have been
to Wi-Fi.
taught and raised on. I mean, it's something that a lot of people they won't read, especially people of non-African American persuasion.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
But I mean, really, okay, if we as a people could get together and read it and understand the evils and injustices that have been put against us, then we as a people can start moving to have those missed injustices dispelled.
And that's gonna have to start with education.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's gonna have to start in the education system because you can't just jump out here right now and try to
What do
teach
you
our
mean by
fellows.
Please explain that.
If
Please
you
explain
put it on the
that.
education system,
No, I
I'm
mean,
saying,
no,
I know that right now that that's not something possible. That there is no way at this very given time that we could teach our children this letter and what the meaning of this letter and what it should not be. I know that right now. But I'm saying in the future, that's what needs to happen in order for this to change, the mindset to change. You ask, what do we need to do to change the mindset, to change the trait of our character? Because our character is inherited. So it goes back to education. Everything that we learn, like it kind of throws it off a little bit, but I was just talking to my son and he was like, you know, with the Colin Kaepernick thing about the flag, he was like, but we was in school saying the Pledge of Allegiance since we've been in kindergarten, since we've been in pre-K, every game we go to, every T-ball game we had. And I told him, I said, that's what you taught.
It's
But
an
you
indoctrination process.
have to understand that when you're taught something, it's up to you to go outside of that and to do that research and go on your basis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to go back to say, like,
but you know what's sad, and what's really sad, is people are still basing that man for his stance because they don't want to face the true message, man. And it upsets me every time I hear somebody talk about it. Oh, this is so disrespectful. I won't do this, man. Damn the flag. It's not about the flag.
No, it's not.
Listen to what he's saying. Please listen to what he's saying.
See, that's the thing. Okay, and that's like the topic. They wanna change what he's saying to fit something that they want it to be. But they're staring at the truth, but they would rather look at the lie.
It's mostly the Caucasian brethren and sisters that are doing that
it's
because
only them.
they've never walked in these shoes.
Never. They never felt the pain of oppression.
You never had anybody look at you. You never
Oh,
had
they've
anybody
seen it
go pull up where you got your windows down and somebody look over and lock their doors. And you hear it. You know, they've never had to face anything like that. You pull up to there's another white person, you're white, they gonna look at you and probably say, hey. But me being a black person, some people are gonna get fearful, even if I am in a suit or tie or a bow tie or what have you. They gonna look over, he's black, oh, he's up to something.
Yeah, go get him. Go get him.
Yeah, watching.
There used to be a shirt out I saw in a barbershop that said, "No white lady, I don't want your purse."
Yeah.
Wow.
And as a kid, I used to laugh at that. As an adult, that bothers me. But I guess it's one of the kind of things. I guess I'm so seasoned to it. You know what I'm saying? Like even at work, I think I work at a pretty diverse company. But you know what? When I get on the elevator, we all going to the same floor. You get that little, you know what I'm saying? Like they ball up, like
I don't want to touch you. Get away from me,
man.
Yeah.
Like lady or sir, you know what I'm saying? We work in the same damn department.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I was like I used to when I was in Nashville. I used to get to my job like a little bit before 7 o'clock in the morning, right? So I get there, I have to use my badge to scan in. So I use my badge, it's like 4 long hallways that come together, the elevators in the middle, right? So I'm coming down the long hallway, this white lady scans her badge and comes in, right? And then she kind of ducks in like the service part, right? So I hit the button, the service elevator opens, right? I forget, I hit the button inside the elevator, I forget to put my badge up so I can get to my floor. Anyway, soon as she hears the door close, she hits the button, bing, and I'm standing right there on the elevator. She was, you can see her in shock, right? And so I put my badge up, hit my floor. She puts her badge up, hits her floor. I start giggling, right? I'm giggling my ass off, right? And right when I get to my floor, I was on the 3rd floor. It bings. It says 3. I'm laughing. I was like, I bet you say you are racist, don't you? And I just walked off.
You say that to her?
Yeah, I said it to her.
High five.
across the room. I was like, man, I bet you consider yourself to not be racist.
Right.
Look at the shit
They're
that
the
you
main
do.
one.
Oh, he just scared me.
Yeah.
He caught me off guard. It's early in the morning.
Man.
Whichever one fits her personal scenario.
Exactly. Cognitive dissonance. We right back to where we were. But
I was with a co-worker at work a couple of years ago. We go to Popeyes over on Brainerd Road. And so she's white.
Mm-hmm.
And we go up in the parking lot. So there's some dudes hanging out in the parking lot. She's scared. She don't want to get out the car. I'm like, bitch, you don't get out this car. We run like an hour.
I want some chicken.
I want some chicken. We done drove back and they tripping because the city niggas ain't studying your ass. Like, come on.
They want chicken
Like
too.
it was a trip, and I'm thinking, now if it had been white dudes standing out there, you wouldn't have been tripping.
Nope,
You'd have
she
been
wouldn't
got
have
out
a
of the
problem.
car.
She
But
would've
had
shut down
no
and showed tatas and
hesitation,
shit.
no
trying
none
to
of
catch.
that. So it's
That's what would have happened if there was a white cat out there. She would have made us a little more.
yeah.
concerned.
Oh,
Get
he cute.
somebody.
Oh,
So
yeah.
get my hair together.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and take this next break real quick. Give us 1-2 minutes. We're gonna be right back with you.
We'll be back.
All right.
Wayne D is on here sending me text roasting your ass.
You tell D.
He said, tell Wayne he looks like the camera zoomed in on his big ass. Wayne is so big that he can put about 20 more pair of shades on. And Wayne started talking to
I'm
you. You're gonna have to
leave.
give him one of Junior Bibbs to catch all that shit down.
I was told not to make jokes at the disabled. So you tell his fat, non-swallowing cripple eat
I think he's
ass.
listening to you because he's lying. And he said, how the hell Wayne gonna say that's for another show? Nigga, this ain't your show.
Well, I'm supposed to stop. I'm still going.
Nah, you ain't supposed to stop. Look,
You tell D, Snapper Jackson,
He's
Nino
on live.
Brown, you
You talk
fat
to him
bastard.
on through Facebook Live.
That's why you eat whole chickens and swallow dressing batter, you fat bastard. I'm glad to see you losing weight, though. Keep hope alive.
man.
I passed your messages, D, since you had me on here rolling. I couldn't.
That boy nigga size 19.
And I have.
That fat rascal sweat in the shower.
Look like a bull master.
D, please.
Glad we don't have callers because this really turned up real quick on this serious note because D be on here trying to gross.
Trying to.
Man, I'm
Trying
St.
to.
Bernard Nick had
Man, without the kid.
D, I'm just sitting back here chilling, man. I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, man.
Probably back in the lab trying to cook something. What you in there cooking now, you fat bastard?
Man, he learned the recipe for Little Debbie's the other day.
I called him earlier. He
No,
said
I'm
he was
just playing.
He learned the recipe.
For Little Debbie's.
Nigga
Yeah.
made a recipe out of chicken fat.
Man, that nigga make Twinkie cream.
This shit be good.
This shit gonna be good in the motherfucker.
It tastes so stupid.
Hold on, y'all.
I make my own Oreos now.
How you make yours, D?
They got glitter in them.
I got the recipe. Nigga. It's old and popping.
Oh man. D, where you at?
We love your birthday, boy.
Oh,
you
man.
fat bastard.
Yes. Alright. Y'all ready to get back into it? Woo.
I don't know.
His birthday is on the 20.
His fat ass is on the early. His fat ass birthday on the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd.
All year round.
Fat
We got
birthday.
all 3 days.
Oh man.
Oh, 3-day weekend birthday.
I think mom was in labor for years.
That's a real name.
Shit was ninth trimester.
Alright, let's go ahead and get started, man. Uno, dos, tres. Hey, welcome back to the It's About Time show. I am your co-host Chuck Beard once again. We are talking about cognitive dissonance. Basically, is when you think you know the truth, you find out the real truth, and you kind of want to live a lie. Or you kind of want to keep the lie going because the lie is comfortable, right? We've been talking about it a lot in terms of racism. right? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch gears just a little bit because we have a lot of cognitive dissonance that happens in relationships. We got a lot of people that are with a lot of other people that know how they are, who they are, what they're doing, and they like, oh, but that's still my boo.
Don't want to be alone, huh?
That's because
Don't
exactly.
know.
They don't want to be alone.
Love
Right.
yourself.
Hey,
It's comfortable.
I mean, you know, and then, okay, as a friend, if you see that going on, what do you say? What do you do?
Well, the question is, should you?
Like, should you? Yeah.
What was that question?
As
It
a
was an awkward.
friend,
As a friend.
See,
As a
That-
friend, you should be there if they solicit your help.
Exactly.
But chances are, if that person is so
blinded by
blinded by their particular situation, they're not going to listen to what you have to say.
They're gonna have to see
Anyway,
it for themselves.
You have to see it for yourself. That's simple.
But
You gonna
most
get
of the
caught.
time they
Depends on the
already
situation,
know.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
they're
haven't
already talking.
accepted
They
it.
are, yeah. And
Yeah,
if
they
that's
have.
the case,
Some of them have.
and you know it, they already
Yeah,
know too.
exactly.
And if that's the case, ain't nothing to be said.
Yeah.
well,
So
no,
you waste
hold
your time.
up. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out there, right? So I'm gonna call Thad out since he was first to say and he the only one that I know in the room is in the relationship. So Thad, if I'm out and about and I see your wife with another dude in a familiar
You
way,
ain't gotta go no farther. You gotta pull up.
That's fair right there. That's fair. No, that's not fair.
That is fair.
No,
You
it's
better
not.
pull up. What's up? What's going on? Cause
No,
that's
it's not. Because
What?
you already know if that is in a mindset whether he gonna believe your shit or not.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're talking about those people we know that know. And
Not
you
just
walk
a
up to them.
casual acquaintance. We're
Exactly.
talking about like a true friend. Like, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, yo,
And it's gotta be a different situation. You already know Thad gonna blow off
Right.
his motherfucking handle whether he believes it or not.
Right.
He finna go find out this shit. He finna go down.
alright.
So the end result gonna be the same whether he believes it or
My
not.
thing is this: if anybody see my wife out there, and I know she ain't gonna do nothing like that, but you better pull up on
Well,
her.
exactly, cause we
You better
friends.
pull up on her.
Cause we friends and that's
Is that
what
your
you're supposed
cousin?
to do
You
anyway.
you
better
got your
pull up
cousin,
on
that's your
her.
brother?
Because
But that's
if you
not
don't
a
pull up
fair
on just like any one of y'all, I'll be like,
That is
okay.
not a fair scenario.
It
right
is
there
fair.
at all.
It is fair.
No.
You better
I
pull
think
up.
a real life situation.
That's a real life situation. So, hey, what's going on? How you doing? But you ain't gotta be like this. You be like this, you know. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. Who it is?
Now I tell you what I do. I be on the phone with you walking up. I'm like that.
So this isn't a good scenario.
This is a good scenario, okay?
Okay.
I got a raggedy ass car sitting out there, right?
Okay.
We riding, we crawling,
Okay.
literally back and forth to work.
Okay.
This motherfucking water pump going out. You hear me? You heard? You heard. Okay? But you can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me that my baby is not gonna break down in the given moment. You can't tell me that this motherfucker not gonna get me back and forth to work. You can't tell me he gonna get me to Georgia when I need to get to Georgia. So that's the situation we talking about. When you know the situation is fucked up, but you still doing this shit anyway. You still out there doing this shit
I-
This
anyway.
sounds serious.
But I got a situation with somebody I know that's in a relationship with somebody that she knows how trifling he is. Just
That
perfect
don't
example.
sound right.
I mean, he is okay. Perfect example. They come to us one day and they talk about how they're at a game.
In the game, like,
At a game, a football game,
oh, okay,
a high school
okay.
football game.
Okay.
Not high school, but Little League.
I thought you said
Her
gang.
boyfriend has a child by another woman, and she's there, because her son is playing. But then she goes on to say that, do you know, she asked him to take her to the bathroom because she was scared. I had to walk away because I was like, you stupid as hell, because
All y'all have been going.
yeah, all of us would have been going, or I would have gave her a damn flashlight. Because to me, in my mind, yeah, if he walked her, Yeah, he found the bathroom, Mike. and he probably, he found the bathroom. And
I don't think
she
people-
found the bottom of that stall.
Am I naive, or I just don't think people do that?
Do what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Like, I'm waiting to hear it. I'm like, yo, what's this?
What?
What?
Just blatantly what? Like just cheat in your face or just?
Yeah.
Just blatantly what?
Well, off of what Anton said though, he said she knows
That
She
he
knows.
he
But
is
she loves it.
he is trifling or
Stop
whatever the phrase he used was. If she knows, then you as a friend
You
don't really have nothing to say.
can't, because just like we've all told the man, until you're ready to accept this bull crap and complain, and we can talk to you all day. Because once you told me, I called down there and he been in the bed with somebody here cussing out, but you go in there and fix something, you stupid as hell.
Once he or she has truly had enough,
Right.
they will remedy that situation.
I don't think she gonna have enough because she ain't one of us, if you know what I'm saying.
If he
That
or
don't
she
have nothing to do with it.
has
Right.
truly
They
had
all-
enough, they
Think so.
will remedy
You
said
right.
situation.
We already told they're not even married.
The sad thing,
He drives a higher upper class, more car that's in her
Man,
name
about what it-
versus
what
what
it-
she's driving. He lives with her. I mean, we've all told him, man, shit, them keys will be back with me.
I've
or the
seen
tow
that.
truck would have been. You know what I'm saying? Or you shit.
I've
It
seen
been
that situation
waiting to exhale.
play out.
Come get your shit.
Girl
It's
is
running in summer.
the alleged victim. She knows who she's dealing with.
She's comfortable.
Time after time after time,
She's
various friends,
She don't
various
love herself
relative, various co-worker has told this person, your significant other is doing A, B, C, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
They kept on. It just seemed like a situation where it was just like beating your head against the wall. When she got tired of that particular situation, I may not agree with how she handled it, but when I say all hell broke loose, because she said enough.
Yeah.
Now, it was, 2 years down the road when she finally said enough? A couple of baby mamas later,
Yeah.
but she finally said enough is enough.
Right.
Each person has their own time when they realize that, you know what, I'm beating my head against the wall. This is a
Right.
pointless
He tried to
situation.
call me.
But this is a question I want to ask in regards to the original question. As a friend, you have that friend that you see, you've told her once, she want to do it, or he, because they're men that way as
Yeah.
well.
Or men?
So-
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Ask
You-
you.
More he's than she's.
So the question is, as a friend, because you know when something happens, they'll come to you and tell you. So the question is, do you continue to listen to the drama, knowing that, okay, I done told you you should walk away, why you still there? Or do you cut it off as their friend
Right.
because you're having to go through all these changes when you're like, you know what to do, but you're choosing not to? So as a friend, what would you do on that arena? Because
Man, okay.
Relationship is
I'm
a
gonna tell you,
relationship.
I've been put in that situation where I knew, and then the person want to complain and complain.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
like, it gets to a point where it's like, I don't
wanna
even
hear
want to
it.
hear this
I don't want to
shit
hear,
no
and that's
more.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
And that's what's been told her. Look, I don't want to hear it no more because
Yeah.
you're not going to get out until you're ready. No matter what I say, I can talk about
Yeah.
blue in the face. I can talk till I'm drunk.
Yeah, I mean, but
Yo,
as a friend, number one, I'm not gonna let you continue to put that on my conscience.
Right.
Right.
And I've spoken my mind. I told you what the correct path is, or what I think the correct path is. But you keep coming back to me with the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep answering the same question over and over
Right.
and over and
Oh,
over again. Cause your stupid ass wanna keep going through the same
Unless,
shit.
unless his son and his son's friend run over her or dictate her, I said,
That's what it
The
was.
power of the P.
Yep.
The power of the P.
That's what it was.
Man, what? Hey, you get a
That
good
y'all ass.
man.
As Chuck is my best friend, I tell him like this.
Hey, I keep it
I will
wrong.
tell him once.
they got a vacuum throat.
I will tell him one time how I feel about that particular situation. The evidence that I have, whatever it may be. I will lay it out there on you,
That's it.
but at the end of the day,
You gotta make that choice.
it's his decision.
that's right.
Yeah.
But But I'll put that little caveat out there. I'm always gonna be there for you. But you know what? When the shit go down, I don't want to hear it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a certain point where it's like,
I don't want to hear this.
I told you so. I told you so. So after a certain point in time, it's like,
You get tired of saying
I give you a hug. You can cry on my shoulder. But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have about 5-10 minutes. Let's go have a drink. Let's go do something else.
Yeah.
So what do
I
y'all
have
really think the
someone
root
like
cause
that
of it is, though? Because some say jaw action, some say I mean,
no,
but there are
honestly,
some that is more deeply rooted on why they stay.
Honestly, it is the fear of not being loved, not loving yourself.
So that's an insecurity.
Yeah, it's a lot of insecurity, and in this situation of the person I'm speaking of is her first boyfriend, but he's made her, or she, I know she's not loving herself and she's insecure, but she's allowing him to dictate everything, and she's just, okay,
Man,
I guess it's how it's supposed to be.
And even with that, you know, to a certain degree, yeah, it's not loving yourself, but it's also a such thing as being pussy whooped and dick whooped.
Yeah.
And you
That
know,
is
like you might know the truth, but what you getting is so good, you can't let go.
Can't let it go.
And whatever you gotta do to get it again, I don't care where you go, what
I
you gotta
believe
do.
anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Actually, I know I'm being done
We call it
wrong,
stigmatized.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I know I'm wrong for
Oh,
this.
leave that out.
Yeah.
Get some of that good value.
hey, hold up. Tia said I was in a horrible situation. A lot of people knew that what I was going through, but I knew I wasn't gonna leave him at that point, so I wouldn't vent or complain to anyone. For what? Excuse me. And I'm like that with others. If I know you're not done with that person, I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Tia.
Thank you, Tia.
Thank you. We
That's real
appreciate
talk.
that. Yeah, because that's real talk
Right
and
on
it's
the money,
finest right there. Right there.
But you have those people that are not as smart as you and still complain or call themselves venting. And as a friend, if I'm your true friend, I'm gonna want to protect you.
Right.
But at some point, that gets old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you, and I'm probably the same way too. I know I be wrong. It's been situations me and Cuz and talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I've been wrong, but I still be like, Cuz, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he'll just shake his head, and I can't say nothing because at the end of the day, I know I was wrong, and I know I put myself in a crazy situation. So. Yeah, but it was just me, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I try not to do that because I know I put myself in that crazy situation. So ain't no sense in going to somebody and they
Yeah, I dug this hole.
Yeah.
I gotta lay my own
Yeah,
grave.
But you know what though? It's funny you said that though, cause I have a friend in that same situation. But her thing is, I done did it so much, so it's almost like I feel like that warrants what I'm going through because I done did enough.
I deserve it.
I deserve it. So it's like a guilt trip.
No.
And
Right,
they will
that's the
move
trap in
on and
itself.
find somebody else who acts exactly like the previous person. So you keep on repeating
It's a
that
cycle.
same exact cycle.
Yeah,
So it's not the other person, it's you.
yeah,
In
Yeah.
some cases, in some
Yeah.
cases it is.
Yeah.
And it's that comfort and that fear of letting go.
Woo. Man.
On that loud, ain't you?
Nah, I'm starting to get hot over here. I gotta take a time.
Bet you is.
Too many negritos in the same space.
Yeah, too many gritos.
What's a negrito?
Spanish for niggas.
Spanish all over there.
But okay. Back to the whole cognitive dissonance thing, right? We talked about it in terms of relationships. Briefly, you know, we got on the whole cheating thing, but I'm gonna say when we talk about cognitive dissonance in relationships, a lot of times because we like whoever we with, we choose to ignore what we know is the truth about them.
Yep. Just because we like it and just because we want to keep what we like. And yeah, that goes back to that comfort.
A lot of
That's
people
the-
just are not comfortable
There you go.
being by themselves.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
it boils down to.
Yes.
Well, I mean, and it may not even be that. Like, okay, think about it like this. When you dating somebody, you know, course, they got flaws and all that kind of stuff, right? And when you dating them, you know, you see the flaws are there. They don't really get on your nerves until you got married to that person and you 5 years down the road. At that point in time, what do you say? What do you do?
You can't.
That's it. That's a wrap at that point.
Cause you done dealt with it all this
All
time.
the time. Yeah.
Like, but I can say I've been guilty of that. I've never been married, but I've been guilty of
I've
dealing
been
with
married.
We all
things.
have.
You've been married before.
And we've all been there.
All
It's
of
a
us.
part of
Yeah.
growing
All
up,
of
man.
And then
You know
it don't really bother me until, and then I think it probably bothers you because there's other things that's bothering you. So the little things is
Yeah,
super
adds up to
annoying. Yeah, and it's not really the little things that's bothering you, but it's easier to allow it to annoy you because the real issues you don't want to bring up because that cognitive dissonance is kicking in and you don't want to hear the truth. So you rather not bring up the true inner feelings that you got going on. So them little bitty things just start to be annoying.
Right.
And so I
Well, you do start to focus on those little things that, you know what I'm saying, like they drive you crazy. What I found is that, you know what I'm saying, people start, you know what I'm saying, acting on those things that actually, saying bug them, the little things that get on your nerve when they got somebody else in their ear.
in their ear too.
That is always.
They got sideline.
Always.
When they got somebody in their
stand
ear,
up on that one.
you know what I'm saying, talking about,
I mean, that's true.
It is true. When
mean,
you
hey,
got somebody else
When
in
they
your
start
ear,
coming at you
especially
with
when they
that
talking
side,
good,
you got a better
especially when
posture.
they saying stuff that you like to hear
Yeah,
that
you
you
want-
need to
yeah.
hear at that particular point. Yeah, everything
That's
you
all
doing right
bad.
now
You
is
just weak.
annoying.
and it goes for men
Yeah.
and women. Don't get it twisted. When
Oh,
men,
yeah.
when a woman, when a woman that the man is with, she tripping, as we like to say, she ain't acting right. She don't want to give up the sex, or you know what I'm saying, she ain't cooking, cleaning, whatever your personal scenario is. When you start, you know what I'm saying, when you find that little mama that's, you know what I'm saying, that's talking about, she'll cook for you, she'll clean for you, she don't, you know what I'm saying, she don't do this, or you know what I'm saying, she don't trip on this or that, you be like, you know what, maybe that grass is green over there. And then,
Get over there.
yeah,
Right.
you realize it's,
You got the same thing.
But you
just
don't
there.
realize they
Right.
fertilize they shit.
You
a different
realize
way
it's
than
turf
what you
over
do.
Right.
your
Yeah,
grass is
that
brown, but
stuff
that's
over
actual
there,
turf over
it
there.
might look like that.
That shit hurt.
Your feet gonna be green when you come out from over there.
Yeah.
Like
But
I
see,
had
that's
put a quote on
basic.
there the other day while I was talking about that. It said, I don't know if y'all say it, but rare, I mean, a real is rare,
Yeah.
but fake is everywhere.
Everywhere.
It is.
That's true.
That's
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
true.
So,
Yeah.
like you said, that turf, that ain't real grass.
My thing is you got to make sure you have the right people in your circle, because if I have a group of friends that see me doing wrong, don't let me continue to do wrong. Tell me. It may hurt, but tell me, because
Right.
I feel like if you see something that I'm not doing, call me out on it. You know, I appreciate you more, because if you just let me do it, because I have a cousin that's in that same situation. She allowed the group of people she hang with to get herself caught in a murder charge. So I was like, why would you allow yourself to be with people who don't have your best interest at heart?
So if somebody came to you and said, this, you don't need to, would you think they hating on you? Would you get mad at them? Or would you?
If they in my circle and
But
I
that's not the
consider
question,
that's my friend, you know, they come out of love, because I may not like it, but it needs to be said.
But it depends on when they say it too.
How
they
Cause
do.
newness is a beast, and
Yeah,
I think
it is.
people they jump on that newness before they even give time for you
Right.
to get the little smoke, happy cloud at
Right.
your face,
Yeah.
and start
Time
seeing the
is
little
everything.
flaws that you like. You know what? I think I can
Ain't
work with
nobody
that.
perfect.
But in time, it's
Time
like,
is
you know
everything.
what? I be ready to chunk that person.
Right.
So you gotta
Your
get that
approach.
right.
It's everything. So if you see me like down and out, you see me going through these situations, I feel like, okay, let me vent. And then when you come to me, and that's how I do with my friend, because she's in a similar situation like this. You know, I let her talk and let her get everything off her chest. And we both have kids. I said, would you allow your daughter to do what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I try to put it back on her, not trying to say, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, because when you start pointing fingers, people are going to shut down on you, and they're not going to want to hear you. So I just make her think about what she's doing. I say, we both have daughters. I said, would you allow your daughter to experience what you're doing? And then she'll kind of like sit there and she'll meditate and think about it. So I feel like your approach is everything, and then you just got to make sure the people who is talking to you in your ear is going to have your best interest, because not everybody has your best interest. So you got to know the difference between the two. What you think?
Well,
No, because I'm just thinking about when you meet somebody, what if you really like the person and
Right.
you just met them, and the people in your circle may know a little bit about that person past, but they don't know they done changed. So they giving, and these are people.
Right.
So would you let that dictate your decision on even moving forward with that person, or how would you handle that?
I would definitely, probably keep that in the back of my mind, but I don't allow them to choose the person who
I wouldn't let
I
it dictate
do.
me.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I wouldn't let it dictate me. I would definitely take heed to the information.
Exactly.
And I would let that be on the front burner and let that, whenever the warnings come up, she
right.
did say that. You
Right.
know what I'm
Yeah.
Well,
saying?
according to a lot of relationship experts, the first, 30, 60, 90 days?
that's the honeymoon period.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's not the real person.
When you get
You know
your
what I'm
hands
saying?
on
That's
that
the representative. You know what I'm saying? That's just a facade. That's the person trying to,
courtship.
Get you
you know
in.
what I'm saying, trying to get in there.
Yeah.
So it's, I say from a guy's perspective, we start talking to somebody, oh man, I met this female and she's this and this. I'll probably feel some kind of way if, you know what I'm saying, if Thad or Chuck be like, man, leave that hoe alone. She a hoe, she did this, that. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, but that's not the person that I met. You know what I'm saying? I met at church. They'd be like, nigga, run. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, what are you supposed to do with that person?
But we said that now, would you have that person sit down, all four of us sit down? After we said that? Would you be man enough to allow
I don't
that?
think you should let, I don't
No.
care who you are, you
No, I
shouldn't let that
wouldn't.
dictate. You shouldn't let that dictate.
But see, that goes into having honest conversation with the person that you with.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
I mean,
That is very true.
That's it.
I'm the kind of person that I'm gonna lay all my cards on the table. What's your mental history? What's your sexual history? What's your credit rating rate? Where you work at? How long you been on your job? The same question you asked the man, the same shit I'm
That was
asking
your
you.
mama name.
Well, what's your mama name? Where your mama and daddy work at? How long they been
Ask me the
together?
question, what's your mama name?
Well, you know,
What's
I
your
mean,
granddaddy name?
but that's me though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna have those type of candid conversations. They should, but everybody is not. But you know, that's just me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a human questionnaire. I ask a lot of questions. I'm sorry.
You have to. I mean, that's not how you
Better.
know another person. You have to.
But you should take that information in stride, definitely, and not,
Well, everybody has a history.
Yeah, everybody has a history, and that's
But-
why I say you should not let that dictate
Exactly.
what me and your relationship. Okay,
But history is exactly what it is. His story.
It's the history, exactly.
History.
Now, if you
It is.
continue the
Yeah.
history, that's a
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah,
But if your history is just that history that's behind you, then so be it. Okay, they told me, but he don't act like it now. Even a year or two from now, he still don't act like it. You know what I'm saying? And we have brought up conversation and talked about what he used to act like. But now the new person I see now, he don't act like that. But if you continue to act the way that what I've heard, or you start to act the way that what I've heard,
Right.
then of course I appreciate all the information that you gave me.
But the thing is, like, in dealing with people like that, you gotta realize, or this is how I think about it. I at 41 am not the same person I was at 21, and I am not the same person I was at 31.
We all would like to think
If y'all heard some of the stuff I did at 21
Boy.
versus some of the stuff I did at 31,
Right.
and some of the stuff I have done at 41,
Chuck,
what? I ain't the same person.
I'm gonna take my bet off.
I got a belt too. We can slap boxing.
I feel you.
But I mean, like if you dealing with somebody, and they have a hit, time plays a factor, and then it depends on how far they've grown since whatever happened.
480.
Man, what? I turned around twice. But all that being said, it's about time for us to wrap up this show. Appreciate all the guests for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Felicia, Shonda, Thad, Dwayne.
The church people.
Yeah, everybody for tuning in. All your comments, Terrence,
First, second, and third
Tia,
missionary Baptist.
Miss Kitty, Cassie for sharing. And I just want to see, y'all got shout outs y'all want to do? Anybody got some shout outs they want to do?
I do. Because y'all been talking about it today. Shout out to Columbus because I'm off tomorrow.
It's Indigenous People Day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, whatever, I'm off. Which means I don't have to deal with nobody tomorrow.
I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to discover your house later on today. All right?
You go right ahead. And Nate will have that 380 waiting on you.
You better bring the 9.
Poppycock.
Yeah, believe it. If you go, I'm not going to do it. I dare
There you
you.
go. What the fuck you doing? What the fuck wrong with
Thad, you got any shout outs you want to do?
He sent up the deuces over here.
Yeah, Wayne, what about you?
He sent up the deuces over here in the corner.
Deuce Nation around here.
Felicia.
No shout outs.
Okay.
Say it. Say it.
We don't do shout outs.
No.
We don't
I
do shout
want
outs.
to say bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I won't do you like straight up compliment mushy in the head.
Shonda, you got some shout outs you want to do?
Nashville.
Take it easy.
Yeah. She going back to
Camera
Nashville
Happy
tomorrow
birthday,
sometime. I don't know what time.
It's her birthday weekend.
Cousin, the
It's her
queen.
birthday. It's a buff day.
Yes,
A
that
buff
boss
day.
day.
Buff.
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 B-I-R-T-H. Yeah.
You got some shout outs to Miss Nicole, the
Okay,
queen.
this is a serious shout out. I want to quickly shout out to my boys, Chris and Quinn, really quickly. Hey, you. Also, I wanted to shout out to a very special mom going through some things right now. Demetria Allman. Her son, Kobe Thomas, who was in a really bad accident, he was struck by a car Friday night. It wasn't looking good, but he passed away today. So I want to send all of my prayers and my condolences. There's no words of comfort from one mother to another. I can't imagine what you're going through, but I just want to say that I am praying for you. I'm praying for peace and comfort. I am here for you, my sister, and I love you.
And I do. I was just acting a fool on the first one, but like Queen, on the serious note, first off, shout out to the little one. We were watching the Cowboys today.
RGB.
9 months on Tuesday. Time is flying.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Another shout out to my homeboy Aaron Anderson. For all you all that know Aaron,
Big A,
he lost his father.
Yeah.
And for all y'all at our age, you took driver's ed, you know Mr. Nathaniel, a nice dude.
Yeah.
Rest in heaven, Mr. Anderson.
And we all went to the seminary together.
That's right. Rest in heaven, Mr. Anderson. And also another shocker, good friend of mine, Stacy Hayes.
Yeah.
Man, it blew my mind that you passed away, big homie. Peace to your family. Prayers to your family.
Yeah. R.I.P. Stacy.
Alright, and I guess the shout outs come to me last. First and foremost, I want to shout out the homie John Lindsay. He just opened JL Studios on Shallowford.
Yeah.
I ain't walking up them steps no more.
We got an elevator.
They got an elevator. Don't walk up
We
the
gonna
steps.
come to
Yeah, my knees
so we
hurt.
can get an elevator.
Yeah, don't do the steps, please.
I'm sure John
They
got
did
a
it.
bus load
We
with
got the
tattoo.
black. We got the good way. I shout out to John Lindsay. If y'all need a good tattoo artist, you trying to get a tattoo, that's the man to go see.
Yes, sir.
And he has a real nice shop too. It's a real nice shop. Also, I want to shout out Jermaine Harper and the
Urban Voice.
Urban Voice paper. Whenever you see it, get a copy of it. Jermaine Harper is the publisher, editor, and I guess founder of the paper. It is, I want to say, one of 2 black-owned publications here in Chattanooga, but Jermaine does an excellent job at that.
Congratulations, Jermaine.
Also, gotta shout out my parents' church, the First Baptist Church on East 8th Street here in Chattanooga. Just celebrated 150 years.
150. Hold on, the guys, and change your hand.
Yeah.
Yes, hallelujah.
Yeah.
And got one more if you don't mind.
Go ahead, go ahead.
For all y'all, quick reminder, shout out to my Shrine Temple High System number 123.
Yeah.
Midnight at the Oasis next month is our ball.
Yeah.
Please come out in the $10, $50 a piece. You will have the time of your life. If you can't make that Friday, the 18th, is our annual canned goods and cocktails party. 5 canned goods are $10. We really want the canned goods. So please keep in mind those things. I will remind you next week.
And then, okay, to round out my shout outs. Oh, gotta shout out Walter Lee, thanks for the beats. Jake Maddox, thank you for the beats. Lawrence King LED, thank you for the beats. Forever Records, thank you for the music y'all contributed. Thank you to everybody that's contributed anything to help with this show. And we always, or not always, but we have been ending the show in this way. This is the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party, and we're going to do this until the end of the year. The Black Panthers started and ended every speech by saying, power to the people. Power to the black people. Power to the white people. Power to the brown people. Power to the yellow people. Power to the red people. Power to the purple people. Power to the people. All power to all people. And we out.
We out. Yay, good show.
They didn't say power to the purple people either.
I like my pigment.
Yo, stupid.
Well, you the one said purple people.
No, that's what they said.
It was
They
a
said
song
power to
about
the
purple
people.
people.
He was a
One eye, one hand, ride purple people.
Man, that bullshit. But it's okay.
Aaron Rodgers, get out the field, boy.
Stupid as hell.
Tennessee Titans up.
Exactly.
Hey.
Get a Lombardi.
Thank
Then you can
y'all for
holler at me.
watching. We appreciate y'all. Everybody that stayed on Facebook Live. Terrence Bowman, what's up? CC Good, what's up?
Hey,
We out.